My name is Rita Pokuda Costa, a marketing student of K University. The title of my presentation is Balancing Global Integration and Local Responsiveness in Worldwide Marketing. Introduction. Worldwide marketing is a strategic coordination of marketing activities across national boundaries, which requires multinational corporations to navigate complex market demands. Whereas global market, as defined by Kotler and Keller, is the planning, development, and execution of market strategies that addresses global markets by taking into consideration the needs of customers, preferences, and behavior across countries. Standardization seeks efficiency through uniform products and messages across markets, while adaptation demands modification to meet cultural, legal, and consumer differences. This presentation argues that successful global marketing requires neither complete standardization nor full adaptation, but a strategic balance between global integration and local responsiveness. The next topic, theoretical framework. Global integration treats the world as a single market where standardized products and messages can achieve competitive advantage through cost reduction and brand coherence. Whereas local responsiveness demands that companies modify their offerings to meet specific local needs, recognizing that consumers remain deeply embedded in their cultural context. Leverage supports that global standardization enhances market success, whereas Bartlett and Goldschall oppose to it that combining global efficiency with local responsiveness rather enhances market success. Drivers of global integration. When firms standardize, it lowers production and supply chain costs. Consistent brand image builds recognition and global brand equity. For example, Coca-Cola's red and white label remains consistent across countries. Technology advancement also enables coordination and economies of scale. Apple exemplifies this through standardized iPhone design worldwide. Drivers of local responsiveness. Firms need to adapt to achieve market acceptance. Differences in culture, regulations, and consumer behavior vary across the globe, and as such, standardized products or services may fail. Companies like McDonald's tailor their offerings to local needs to ensure relevance, compliance, and customer adoption. Consumer behavior varies considerably across markets, requiring product modifications for local realities. Impact on operational decisions. Operational decisions in multinationals reflect the tension between global efficiency and local responsiveness. Platforms like Volkswagen's M- MQB enable global efficiency with regional adaptation, while marketing, pricing, and distribution must align with local culture, purchasing power, and infrastructure. Marketing execution shows that global branding alone cannot ensure acceptance, as seen in Swatch Group's failure in China. Strategies succeed only when execution balances global goals with local realities. The next chapter. Consequences of strategic failure. Strategic failure arises when firms misalign with global standardization and local adaptation. Overstandardization, as seen in Home Depot's China's failure. Home Depot's China failure cost the company approximately 160 million US dollars in write-offs. Also, Swatch Group's financial damage was due to immediate sales decline. Strategic failure does not only affect sales but also damages brand perception, particularly in markets where customer nationalism is on the rise. Synthesis and managerial implications. This implies that multinational management requires global efficiency with local relevance as markets develops. For instance, China today differs from China 5 years ago, and Dubai today differs from Dubai some years back due to their economic improvement, which enhances a lot of tourists in their country currently. Subsidiary empowerment, thus giving local managers real decision authority, not just implementation responsibility, also enhances global integration. Diversities in headquarters in terms of their nationality and cultural background helps prevent cultural blind spots. For instance, KFC or McDonald's have been in Ghana or in Nigeria, having the nationals of the countries in their managerial board helps them to bring or implement the decisions that will best suit their brand or businesses. In Ghana, we have KFC, the Jollof, which is a good implementation by the management. Since Ghana, especially West Africa, is known for Jollof. Next topic. To conclude with my presentation, successful global marketing requires neither complete standardization nor full adaptation, but rather a dynamic strategic balance between global integration and local responsiveness. This balance fundamentally shapes product development, marketing communication, pricing, and distribution decisions. Strategic balance is context dependent, with some products allowing more standardization than others. For instance, the Hermes Birkin can be standardized due to its market value, whereas brands like McDonald's and KFC need to adapt or be local responsive in terms of their pricing and menu. Sustained success of business requires continuous learning, while future dynamics will be shaped by emerging markets and digitally driven consumers. This is the end of my presentation, and I'm Rita Poku da Costa. These are the references I used for my assignment.